All right, Ronan MMA, welcome back to the channel. Now, I want to talk about Merab Dvalishvili and the entire situation surrounding him regarding him, Sean O'Malley, Aljamain Sterling, Dana White, and what he thinks about it. Because yesterday, after the Contender Series, Dana White participated in a press conference where he was asked about the situation, and once again, just like after the Petr Yan fight, showed his absolute disdain for the choices that Merab Dvalishvili is making. I'm going to play that clip for you, and then on the other end, I want to talk about it a little bit. And now,
And you touched on a little bit about maybe who's next for O'Malley. And I'm just wondering what is the likelihood that it would be Merab? I know that there's some controversy of what him not wanting to fight. He wants Aljo to have the rematch. What's your idea for that?
Everybody in this room and everybody who watches this video knows how I feel about this shit. Yeah. Yeah, I hate it. Hate it. And if that's, why did you even get into this sport? If that's your mentality and the way that you think. I don't even want the title. I don't even want the championship. We're friends. We're this. We're that. This is not, you can be friends with everybody in this business. There's a lot of nice people in this business, a lot of good people. This is not about friendship. This is about finding out who the best in the world is. And if you don't want to find out who the best in the world is, this is not the place for you. You should be somewhere else. There's plenty of places to fight where they don't give a shit what you do. Doesn't work here.
about it a little bit, and now that you guys have seen that clip, we can talk about it. I want to give my opinions and my take on this because, dude, I don't understand what Merab is doing. He just continues to dig and dig and dig a deeper fucking hole to throw his career away into that he can bury, okay? Because I don't know. It's very strange. I didn't know mountain goats like to dig holes, okay? But for whatever reason, this stubborn little bridge troll wants to throw his career down the drain. Like, dude, you've only got a certain amount of time in this sport, and he is not young, okay? While he's in fantastic shape and looked phenomenal against Petr Yan, as a matter of fact, he has beaten him the most dominantly out of any of the three that are in this, like, triangle here. Sean O'Malley, Aljamain Sterling, and himself. He absolutely dominated Petr Yan in a fashion that we haven't seen from anybody else, okay? No matter how unfan-friendly it may have been. When you have, I can't, somebody let me know in the comments if I'm blanking on a particular contender. I can't remember a time ever where the boss, Dana White, right, is essentially telling the number 2 ranked contender, not just the number 2 ranked contender, in one of the most stacked divisions that they have, to essentially take a hike, go somewhere else, like go fight in Bellator. They don't care what you do. They'll let you crush cans over there if you want to. We want to find out who the best in the world is. And I kind of share that sentiment, okay? And I'll be honest. When Merab didn't want to fight Aljamain Sterling while he was champion, I wasn't necessarily mad at him for it. Do you know what I mean? It was a little annoying because I would like to see who would come out on top. Not that that would be an extremely exciting fight. I would still like to know who would come out on top. But when you think about it, man, it's like, while they are most likely hard sparring and doing horrible things to each other in training on a regular basis, okay, because they are in the same weight class, they're kind of like ideal training and sparring partners. I am sure they have made each other bleed, hurt, maybe even an accidental injury. It is still a little different, or a lot different, than getting paid a ton of money. Not just that, having millions of dollars potentially on the line, because once you get that championship belt, you get pay-per-view points, and all of a sudden you're making way more money. You've got a whole nother zero attached to your paycheck. And in a fight where you're actively trying to intentionally harm your best friend, you know what I mean? Like, at least in training, you know that you guys are helping each other get better. But in a fight, you're just trying to fucking hurt him, okay? I could kind of understand it. It was still a little annoying. Still cuck of him, okay? And it was annoying to see him beat Petr Yan when we knew we weren't getting a new title contender out of it. I think that's what was more annoying. He's taking out contenders while actively... It's not like a Max Holloway or a Robert Whittaker situation where they continue to beat contenders for a certain time, but they've already faced the champion multiple times and they haven't beaten them, so it's kind of hard to sell a fourth fight with Volkanovski and Max Holloway. Do you know what I mean? This is like actively saying, I don't want a title shot. Now, that scenario is old, and Dana White was frustrated then after the Petr Yan fight. This now is a completely different situation because Nobody is asking you to fight your best friend anymore, right? Sean O'Malley is the champion. Aljamain Sterling's not the fucking champion, my guy. You don't need to fight Aljo to get there. I don't understand why he is not... What are you doing, dude? You're throwing your career away. He truly is. I honestly think it's too late. I don't know that, aside from like a late, short notice replacement where somebody gets injured, I don't think Merab is ever going to be considered for a title shot because Dana White just keeps getting more and more fucking mad. Now, something that I found a little strange is that this could have all been avoided if Dana White was just honest with everybody and just came out and flat out said, Aljamain Sterling will not be getting an immediate rematch. He just won't be, okay? And there are a lot of people that think that he should. There are a lot of people that think that he shouldn't. But, you know, dude on accident won the title. He benefited from the utter stupidity of Petr Yan, got the title. Fair enough, he held on to it for a good while. And he made a ton of money doing it, okay? Because he was in a bunch of pay-per-view main events. And it is what it is, dude. So that, to me, shows what a shit fucking friend Aljamain Sterling is. I mean, we don't know the conversations that are going on behind the scenes. So maybe Aljamain Sterling has actually told Merab, dude, go ahead, go for it. They're not going to give me an immediate rematch. You know what I mean? Like, go get yours. But if he hasn't said that, and, you know, also, to be fair, Merab seems like a stubborn mountain goat, and I could picture a world where Aljamain Sterling actually says verbatim what I just fucking said to him, and he says, no, Aljo, I want to see you get it. Do you know what I mean? Which is weird as fuck. It's super cuck, but it is what it is. But if that isn't going on, then Aljamain Sterling's a dirtbag, okay? Because the agreement was that he would move up, win or lose, and let Merab take over. And now that he loses, he goes back on that, which is some bullshit, dude. That is just straight up bullshit. Don't do that. You're an asshole. That's your best friend. Let him get his. He let you get his. You know what he let you get yours. Do you know what I mean, dude? Like, get real. If I was Aljamain Sterling, and I wasn't an absolute utter piece of shit, I'd go on a total binge eating fucking, I don't even know, dude, retreat or something. I would go eat as much as I possibly could. I would bulk up like 20 pounds, and then I would show up to the gym fluffy as fucking all get out, and I would be like, Merab, give her, dude, I'm going up to featherweight. Make him think you're going, even if you don't plan on it, even if you want to stay at bantamweight and you want to work your way back to another title shot, gain that weight, convince your friend that you're moving up to featherweight, and let him not destroy his fucking career. Because when you have the boss telling the number 2 ranked contender to go to another organization, dude, not a good look. I honestly do think it's too late for Merab. I don't think he's ever going to be getting a title shot, but I mean, Merab, dude, what the fuck, man? I don't even really want to see him be champion, if I'm being brutally honest. And his fight style, to me, is not the most entertaining. It's just not, okay? But I do, like Dana said, I share that sentiment. I want to know who the best in the world is. I want to know if he can do what he did to Petr Yan to Sean O'Malley. Or I want to know if Sean O'Malley can do what he did to Aljamain Sterling to Merab Dvalishvili. Okay, I want to find this shit out. This is why I watch this sport. This is why I don't watch the lesser organizations unless there's like a real contender coming up that I want to see. Like, I'll watch sometimes for talent scouting type shit, but I want to know who the best dude is. Okay? And I don't get to find that out at bantamweight because we've got one guy who's just completely fucking cucked and wants his best friend to get an immediate rematch, even though he's most likely not going to get it. For whatever reason, Dana White won't come out and say it, so now Merab just keeps digging himself a bigger fucking hole. It is whack, dude. This wasn't the original. They just... Bro, talk about moving a fucking goalpost, hey? You weren't going to fight Aljo. That was the whole point. Nobody's asking you to fight Aljo, my guy. Sean O'Malley knocked out your best friend. Go avenge him, dude. Avenge him. If my best friend got knocked out by some fucker that I could literally fight for, like, what, $500,000, you don't think I'd jump on that shit in a split second? And I bet 99.9 fucking % of you would also, dude. Because there's not a whole lot of cucks in the world, but Merab is certainly fucking one of them, dude. Dude, it's annoying, man. I would rather see Corey Sandhagen or Marlon Cheeto Vera get a title shot. I don't even give a fuck, dude. Let him ruin his career. Nobody's going to remember him. He could have cemented his name in history forever if he would just fight. And you know what? I don't even know that I would pick him to beat Sean O'Malley, but I'm just saying, at least, what are you fighting for? Do you know what I mean? What are you fighting for? Aljamain Sterling has made his millions. He's gotten his pay-per-view points. He's gotten the champion's purse for the last 4 fights on accident. Well, not the defenses aren't accidents, but I mean, he got the belt on accident. So, bro, fuck Aljo. Go fight. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, man, this is very frustrating to me because I want to know who the best is. Merab won't figure it out. He dominated Petr Yan way more than any of these guys. He was the most convincing. Both of the other guys had controversial decisions against Petr Yan. Merab Dvalishvili wiped the fucking floor with him. Do you know what I mean? That's why it's so frustrating, man, because he goes out there and beats the number 1 guy, and we know that we don't get a contender, and it's just annoying. And Dana White's annoyed with it too, dude, and he wants you to fuck off. So, you know what I mean? Don't go crying to the media when your career is fucked and you get cut from the UFC and you want to claim, like, I don't know, fucking racism or something, dude. Fluffy hatism. People don't like your fluffy hat. Who knows, dude? Anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, dude. How fucking annoyed are you with Merab Dvalishvili? Or do you agree with his cuckery? All right, like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I will see you at the next video. Bye-bye.